When two industry friends get together to develop a brand, it's nice if one of them has 47 vintages under their belt. Welcome to Patent Wines. Thrilled to finally get to do this with you, and I'm very interested, as are others, in patent wines. So when did you develop this brand?
Actually, the brand had been developed prior. It was just named within the last 2 years or so. But Tom and I, had made little side projects before, and we had actually started off as another name, but we had since settled on patent for reasons I probably shouldn't talk about, but there's
words like infringement
come up, things like that. So we settled on patent because most everything else was trademarked, and Tom has a patentable style.
And of course, we're speaking about Tom Rinaldi.
Yes,
I would love to learn your perspective on why Tom.
Well, in this valley, it's all about relationships and who you know. And Tom and I have worked together for over a decade on another wine project, and just natural extension. I mean, our palates are very similar. Our tastes are the same. When it comes to basically what comes out in the bottle, and Tom's the master. He does everything by taste.
So do you have a vision for patent of kind of winemaking style you want to have? What is coming across in the bottle? Longevity and ageability, or just impeccable vineyard sources, or all of the above?
Well, all of the above. I mean, it's basically each vintage is different.
Okay.
And we focus on Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Sauvignon, which Tom is the master. He's a maestro with this fruit.
Let's drill down in the classic Sauvignon Blanc, because there's a lot of belief out there that classic Sauvignon Blanc is New Zealand in style.
Yeah. Well, ours is definitely not New Zealand in style.
Right.
But it's also not quite California. A little bit more leaning towards French. What Tom does is he uses French Bordeaux methodology, and those kind of techniques that he grew up with, learning at UC Davis and over his 47 years of making wine. So I mean, we use French oak in all of our programs here, so it's not going to taste like a traditional green grassy note.
Speaking of Tom, we should probably bring him in here and learn a little bit about the winemaking. So finally, good to see you, and I'm thrilled with the project that you and Eric are working on. And Eric talks about you being the maestro, and I think that's understated. I mean, 47 vintages.
Yes, it's a nice thing is the first vintage it's not like being born, you're born at zero, but with wine, your first vintage is year one.
And every vintage is different.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it. We really don't know what we're in for each year, and they're different every time. I also have a degree in malting and brewing, and that's the same thing every day.
Okay.
With wine, it's a yearly thing, and it's my job really is to make a consistent characteristic in the wine that we call it a familiarity of the style, and that's what I've been working on for all those years.
Working, not perfecting, still in training.
In training still, yeah. I'm confident, but I'm not cocky.
So tell me a little bit about the closure, which seems to be all the rage these days.
This is a twist off, and the nicest part about it is you don't have to fumble around looking for a corkscrew. It's easy. You grab it, twist it like that, and it pops. And then you roll it on your sleeve a little bit, and you're ready to go, rock and roll time. And the nice part is that isn't tin or metal. That is Ceramics. It's a polymer that breathes like a cork does. So this thing doesn't get trapped and bottle shocked. So it's ready to rock and roll.
That's awesome. I like it. And the particular vineyards for the Sauvignon Blanc and the Cabernet Sauvignon, talk to me about your decision to use those vineyards.
Well, the vineyards are Napa Valley, we get some warm to hot days. If it gets over 90 degrees, these vines just go to sleep. They're not producing the sugars any longer. They're not photosynthesizing. But at night, if you're out here at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, it's kind of cool. And sometimes fog's rolling in, so it's ideal for Sauvignon Blanc in particular. I just love it here in Napa Valley. Cheers.
Cheers. Eric and Tom definitely have something going here. Amazing valley relationships, impeccable vineyard sources. Do yourself a favor. Get get some patent wines. Thank you so much for all your support.